evening, everybody, and welcome to another Southern Rounds. My name is Dave Kennedy, and I'll be your host here this evening through our journey through stories and songs. We got a fantastic group of guys here going to play you some tunes. But real quickly, before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping for anybody who might be a new viewer. Southern Rounds is the brainchild of our friend Wyatt, Durrette, and Richard Blackstone. They wanted to bring the songwriter round, made popular and famous here in Nashville, Tennessee. We wanted to bring it out into your communities, into your theaters, into your listening rooms, wherever we might be able to get out on the road and play for you guys. We wanted to bring it there and share our stories and songs. Obviously, like a lot of other things, we've had to pivot over the last several months. So we created this show online for you guys and bring it into your living rooms, into your kitchens, into your bedrooms, wherever you are having us at this point in time. We appreciate you tuning in. And so without further ado, I'm going to pass it along to the guys. We have three extremely talented writers here tonight: Tyler Dial, Phillip Lammonds, and Jason Nix. And I'm going to pass it over to them. I think, Tyler, we've got you going first tonight, right?
Yes, sir. How we doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, man.
It's a pleasure. It's fun to be playing I don't know if I've ever played around so well mic'd up, so this is exciting.
Well, that's great.
We're going to sound good.
Don't worry about anybody talking in the middle of your show. So that's
yeah, exactly. Well, what's up, guys? It's good to be here. My name is Tyler Dial. This is a song I wrote about my time in Austin, Texas, where I went to college and kind of got my chops playing 6th Street, and that's what the song's about. It's called Don't Mess with Texas. Played every cover band bar on 6th Street. We sang along, got high to some Willie. Swore one day I'd play that Houston rodeo. I learned to love a Lone Star sunset. I never thought I ever would have left it, but now I don't mess with Texas anymore. I can't drive down the 35 highway, can't touch a two-step and honky-tonk floor. I guess it's true what they say about X. I should've listened to George, 'cause she went and broke my heart like them cowboys, a heartache bigger than ever before. Yeah, I learned my lesson, so I don't mess with Texas anymore. She was a wild Mustang out of Dallas. Soon as I met her, there was no way around it. She beat every California girl I've ever known. Hot as the desert, should've known better. She was gonna lead me on, but I let her. Last I heard, she left Fort Worth for San Antonio. I can't drive down the 35 highway, can't touch a two-step and honky-tonk floor. I guess it's true what they say about X. I should've listened to George, 'cause she went and broke my heart like them cowboys, a heartache bigger than ever before. Yeah, I learned my lesson, so I don't mess with Texas anymore. Can't drive down the 35 highway, can't touch a two-step and honky-tonk floor. I guess it's true what they say about exes. Should've listened to George, 'cause she went and broke my heart like them cowboys, heartache bigger than ever before. Yeah, I learned my lesson, so I don't mess with Texas anymore. I learned my lesson, so I don't mess with Texas anymore.
Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, Yeah, man. It's Tyler Dial, y'all.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
great, buddy. Good stuff. And so is that song out? Can we hear that somewhere? Can we find
I'm playing a lot of unreleased stuff tonight, actually. So
Oh, right on.
it'll be coming soon.
That's great, man. We're looking forward to being able to check that one out. So y'all make sure you go listen to all the stuff that he's not going to play tonight. Maybe he'll play next time. We'll run his listens way up, his spins on the or whatever.
It's the classic dilemma. You're excited about your new stuff, so
I hear you, man.
Well, you can remember them too.
exactly.
Exactly. They hadn't gotten lost back somewhere. One of the favorite sons of Carolina, Mr. Phillip Lammonds. How are you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good. I'm really good.
It's always a pleasure to have you on.
Glad to be here.
Coming back again for the first time, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were on here because I wasn't on the show that you were on last time, but I think I was hosting Erin Enderlin here at the house trying to fix all of her sound, the sound issues.
Yeah, that's right. You were part of that. Yeah, I remember that.
But man, I love having you on here. We're sure appreciative of you being here, and would love to hear anything that you'd like to play for us, brother.
Well, I just came to mind. We back in South Carolina, I had a band called the Blue Dogs. I was in a band, and we had a big following and kind of still do. I'm not involved as much, but they're cutting a record right now. Half of them are in town, bouncing around. And they picked this song out, and I'm really proud that they did. It's one of those things that they didn't have to. And I wrote it with Hannah Dasher and Tiffany Goss on the back porch and right near Cookeville, Tennessee. But it was just one of those days we were sitting around talking about, our backgrounds and how people, the whole sort of social injustice business that goes around and how much you overlook it. So we wrote it around all that. By the way, thank you for the whiskey that y'all have. Black, white, Yankee rebel, country boys singing Aaron Neville, gay, straight, crooked level, I don't care. Popular or underrated, open-minded, insulated, ship of fools are educated, but getting somewhere. 'Cause love is love is love is love is love. Yeah, love is love is love is love is love. Yeah, the Rolling Stones or Beatles, Crimson Tide or War Eagle, gospel singer, non-believer, there's a man upstairs. Love is love is love is love is love. Yeah, love is love is love is love is love. And there's a bunch of us under the sun, and we're all looking at the same one. And it's just a place you fall into, what you grew up on, what you learned and knew. And love is love is love is love is love. Woo! Night, day, hugs and kisses, for better or worse, and doing dishes. When it is what it is and it is what it isn't, I ain't going nowhere. Love is love. Yeah, love is love is love is love is love. And there's a bunch of us under the sun, and we're all looking at the same one. And it's just a place you fall into, what you grew up on, what you learned and knew. Love is love is love is love is love. Yeah, love is love is love is love is love. Whoa, love is love is love is love is love. Black, white, Yankee rebel, country boys singing Aaron Neville. Gay, straight, crooked level, I don't care.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you.
I love that song. I've heard you play that before, man.
Thank you, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Something we kind of need, you know, a little bit to just kind of remember there's a whole lot more that makes us the same than there is that makes us different, I think.
Thank goodness.
I heard that, buddy. I often need to just feel like I'm not the only weirdo out there, you know?
Well, I can come over and show you that.
Oh, man, I appreciate that for sure, man. Well, I want to hear a little bit more about your journey and what brought you to Music City here in a little bit. But first, we're going to pass it along to Jason Nix and let him play a tune for us, my brother.
Man, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate that. I'm going to play a song. This is the first song I ever put out, and I wrote it with Mr. Billy Montana. And I love Billy, and this was his idea. And the second he said it, it resonated with me because I've been here for a while and trying to make this thing happen for about 16 years now. And he said this line, and I said, okay. And I grabbed my pack of smokes and stepped outside and came back and had like a verse and a half, and we hammered at it from that day. This is it's called Singing for the Money.
Yeah.
Before I started singing for the money, I wore these fingers out on rusty strings on the corner of an old hand-me-down mattress, thin enough to feel the broken springs. I didn't need the smokes of the attention. I didn't need the whiskey or the wine. Before I started singing for the money, it's like every song I ever sang was mine. But here's to the good life, getting lost in a good time, taking off on a long ride, and coming up with a good rhyme. But there's always two sides to a truth that you can't hide, to the blade of a sharp knife. Hey, and maybe that's alright. Here's to the good life. Before I started looking in the mirror, I didn't have to practice how to smile. Felt like I jumped a boxcar on some freight train and rode a dream at least 10,000 miles. But here's to the good life, getting lost in a good time, taking off on a long ride, and coming up with a good rhyme. But there's always two sides to a truth that you can't hide, to the blade of a sharp knife. Hey, and maybe that's alright. Here's to the good life. I didn't need to know where I was going, back when just believing was enough. Yeah, before I started singing for the money, it's like I knew exactly who I was. But here's to the good life, getting lost in a good time, taking off on a long ride, and coming up with a good rhyme. But there's always two sides to a truth that you can't hide, to the blade of a sharp knife. Hey, and maybe that's alright. Here's to the good
good life. Here's to the good life.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Good life indeed.
Man,
Yeah,
I do
that's
too.
good stuff. We appreciate you there, buddy. We'll
No, thank
hear
you,
more
man.
about. I got a few questions for you later on about playing down on Broadway and all that kind of stuff too, guys. That just is a whole life that is just fascinating to me. So I want to hear a little bit more about that later on.
I'll tell you what I can remember.
That's about how I feel about a lot of the bar gigs I played, brother. And I played a million of them. But real quickly, we're going to pass it back along to Tyler Dial, man. Tyler, I know that you, by reading up on you a little bit, you spent some time in Texas, obviously. You mentioned that, and then obviously your first song.
Yes, sir.
Talking about that. But, you know, Texas is a whole other animal than the rest of the country, musically especially.
It is.
And I say that as somebody who a ton of my personal influences, especially songwriting influences, all came from Texas. Tell us a little bit about the differences between working in Texas and playing and writing songs and then in Nashville.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. I actually grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, pretty much on country radio. And I had no idea there was a whole different Texas world until I got into the University of Texas and was surrounded by that community, and I immediately fell in love with it. They're like people like Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen, and I mean even going all the way back to Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys. I really got immersed myself in that scene, just playing the 6th Street gigs and having fun and getting my chops there. So. And then it is different than Nashville. A lot of those guys actually come here to write songs, but I think songs are king here. So if you want to be a good songwriter, Nashville is the place to be. So
Here, man. I like to think you're right. You know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, this next song.
We all got to
Oh God.
U-Haul or somewhere and pack
Somebody
up again,
lied
right?
to me.
Need a driver.
Well, when I first moved to Nashville, I moved here the day after I graduated from Texas, and my mom was helping me move in, and we all went to see a writer's round at the Listening Room Cafe. This guy named David Hodges was playing, and I didn't know him or his songs, but I had found out he wrote songs for Evanescence and Maren Morris and all these incredible artists, and saw him play that night. And it was really cool for my mom and I to see. I just moved to town, and 3 years later, I had the opportunity to write with him last October. And we ended up writing this song called "Running Downhill." And I don't have I have one tattoo, and I didn't have one before that day. I never thought I'd get a tattoo. My parents said they would kill me, but I was I was so excited about this song.
They usually don't.
You're still here. Yeah.
And he had his whole writing team from his publishing company in town. They're all going to get tattoos, and we wrote what I thought was a great song. And he invited me to come, and I ended up getting a cowboy hat somewhere on my body. And anyways, this song is called "Running Downhill." It's going to be our first single coming out pretty soon.
Y'all got to pay extra. You got to get the deluxe box set to know where you got the tattoo.
Yeah, that's right. There's a Polaroid stuck in the back of that one.
Somewhere. Well, it's called "Running Downhill."
Tyler Dial, yo.
Yeah, what goes down is bound to come back up in the morning. What goes around comes around to hit you without a warning. We should know better, but every time we're together, couple shots and we're off like a bullet from a gun. Yeah, we're running downhill, losing all our dollar bills, running up another tap. Swear you're trying to stand still, swear we're never gonna crash, even though we know we will. Better hold on to your hat when you're running downhill. 8 seconds on the clock. Can we get in a double? Ain't doing nothing wrong, but we sure get into trouble. We should know better, but every time we're together, you can't take us anywhere, 'cause we can't help but take it there. Yeah, we're running downhill, losing all our dollar bills, running up another tap. Swear you're trying to stand still, swear we're never gonna crash, even though we know we will. What doesn't kill you makes you slower. Getting over a hangover. We chase the high, but the bar's getting lower, lower, lower. Yeah, we're running downhill, losing all our dollar bills, running up another tab, swaying, trying to stand still. Swear we're never gonna crash, even though we know we will. Better hold on to your hat when you're running downhill.
Woo.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man.
Strong, man.
I've lived that one a time or two, I believe. I believe that I have. Yeah, man, that's great. That's Tyler
Thank
Dow,
you.
y'all. Now, another one that we can't check out yet, except for right here on Southern Rounds. Southern
Man,
Rounds exclusive. That's
we
what I like
actually
to
had that coming out on July 30th, and we had a few exciting opportunities. We pulled it down, so
Look at
it'll
that.
be out soon.
He's
hopefully.
teasing y'all with that.
I
Right there.
know.
He's saying exciting opportunities, and talking about tattoos that he won't tell anybody about. Man, I'm just telling you, the man is a mystery.
His
For
Playgirl
sure, you gotta
debut.
Check him out to learn more.
Wow, man.
Speaking of wild men, Phillip Lammonds, I think, had 37 jobs at one point in time in his life while he was still
Yeah, quit them.
running around with the Blue Dogs,
Right.
making things happen. Man, what made you decide? What was there like a moment where you just decided, man, I'm done with all this other shit. I'm going to Nashville to write songs.
Fair enough.
It's okay if there wasn't.
Yeah, well, I know. I think it was mostly, you have chapters in your life, and mine's a little thicker than these boys, but you just stack a lot of memories and ideas and points of light in your life, and we've done a lot of that. And I've been married to the same girl for 34 years this year. 5, yeah. Got 2 really cool kids, and we just we've lived in a lot of places, really all South Carolina, but around in the coast and in the mountains. But I was coming back and forth here, all along. I'd been coming back here regularly, just driving and sleeping on couches and whatnot. And then ultimately, it started building up steam, got some attention, and after my kids got out of school or out of the house basically and in school and sort of autonomous, we just looked at each other one day and said, hey, this might be it. And Curb, it wasn't long, Curb called and said, we'll make it a lot better for you, because they had given me a publishing deal probably, we were talking about it earlier, about 8 or 10 years before I moved here.
Oh wow.
And so they sort of sweetened the pot and and have been really good to me. And they said, if you'll move here, it'll look like this. And so we did, and really it's been a lot of fun. Renovated an old house, which is funny because we were talking about it the other day. The house is built in 1896, and that literally is the newest house we've ever lived in. Charleston and Georgetown, and so it's been a lot of fun for us, and we got really good neighbors. And it was time to turn the page, And
I love that, man.
Look at the other side of the rock.
Absolutely, man. That's there's only one. You only get to go around this thing one time, right?
I'm thinking I'm hoping you get another trip. It's like my dad. My dad, it tickled me, man. My dad said so many cool things. He said, man, if he was, I guess he was 84, and we were talking like right next to the bed that was going to happen the next day. He was going to move on. He said, I think if I'd have signed a piece of paper, I believe I would have. Back when I was your age, I'd have probably signed a piece of paper, said I'd let 84 be the number, and I'd just ease on out. I said, you would? He said, yeah, but sitting here right now, pretty sure I'd have gone to swearing somebody's ass 2 or 3 years ago to get out of it. He goes suing people to get out of his deal.
That's right.
And he got a lot of songs. You know what, man? I was going to do something else, but I want to do this. I was going to play a Kellie Pickler song that I really love, but I'm going to play this.
I love it.
You got a new cowboy tattoo, right?
I do.
Sometimes the moment just feels right, you know. And we love to encourage that around here for sure.
Well, this is going to be real. So this is kind of, you know, I wrote this because my son was a big cowboy for Halloween every year, and I was tucking him in bed. He had toilet seat covers, chaps, so they looked like fur. And I was tucking him in bed, and he said, "Dad, the coolest things in the world are cowboy things." And I just thought, that's just the best thing I ever heard. And, so I just wrote this song, and right down on the couch, just under that bedroom. It goes like this. Well, he ropes and he rides, sitting way up high on 15 hands of Palomino mare. And that evening he'll meet a lovely senorita with silver conscience and her raven hair. Then the nurse stops by, she says it's time to take your pills. And he reckons there's a way, but he just can't find the will. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. He's on a high desert plain, hands red from the rains, outside of Taos, New Mexico. Driving a white-faced herd, all with barely a word, all 'cause good cows seem to know where to go. And on the bedside table he rolls a cigarette. He says, after 80 years now, they ain't killed me yet. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Now he's dressed up like a dandy, and he tells me he's headed to a dance hall tonight. He says, partner, could you help me get my boots on? If you don't mind, turn out that light. Then a rainwater tear starts running down his cheek from the corner of his eye. Like the coulees and riverbeds that he's known down through the years. Oh, it looks like this one might be running dry. The little lights in his room, they all start blinking red, and everybody's scrambling around his hospital bed. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Yeah, he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Now he ropes and he rides, sitting way up high on 15 hands of Palomino mare.
I think it's pretty clear to say you made the right choice in playing that song, there, brother. Man,
my gosh,
that's beautiful.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely love it. I love a cowboy song, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could sit on a horse for more than a second and a half, but I love that shit.
That's amazing.
I'm a city boy dandy for sure, but that's a beautiful song, man. Thank you.
Well, giddy up. Apparently this is all you got to do.
Jason Nix, you got a hell of a story, man. I've been reading up on you as well, dude.
I'm sorry.
So you're a unicorn. You were actually born in Nashville, right?
I was born, but I wasn't raised here. My dad was a bluegrass player, and we stayed here till I was about 5, and I was raised in South Mississippi. We moved back down there. That's where his mom and dad and my mom's mom lived, and so I was raised there, but I got back as fast as I could.
There you go.
16 years ago. So
you got into town and started playing guitar for some folks. Is that correct?
I did, man. That's how I made a living for a while. Just as a sideman, and I loved it. I love singing and playing, and
You're damn good at it.
well, I appreciate the hell out of that. I felt like there was something. I always had an itch to get in the middle of the stage, though. So I wound up quitting and taking a job at a warehouse, and until I wound up getting a publishing deal. So it's like getting as far as you possibly could in one area, and then quitting and starting all over because it's not exactly what you thought it was, what you wanted, So, but yeah, it's been fun. Or interesting, at least. Maybe fun is the wrong word.
Just for our audience out here, real quickly, because it occurs to me that oftentimes on this show we talk about publishing deals. Would you mind telling folks out there who may not know what a publishing deal, what that means to a songwriter in Nashville?
What it means is a little bit of freedom. For me, is what it meant. I think it might mean something different to everybody else, but when you're for me, I was doing something that I liked the people that I worked with, so it wasn't a bad job, but it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing, and I knew that, and I was missing, there's a void there that I knew I needed to fill. What a publishing deal meant to me was I get to create music every day, and so that was, for me, that was, freedom and a lot of happiness, and later found out that it was going to be some misery too, but that's just life.
I was thinking about, we were talking about it earlier, same thing my dad that same night said, son, I'm okay with the music thing. I said, why is that? He said, well, you may be the only son of a bitch I know that's getting paid to do what you'd pay to do. I said, hello.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
For some of y'all out there, again, we talk about, use some of these terms, and just so you guys know, a publishing deal basically means that somebody in town hears you play, hears your songs, and says, hey, I want to be invested in that. I want to, here's a salary so you don't have to go out and wait tables anymore or bartend or do whatever it was. I want you to focus on doing this. It means you turned somebody's head enough and they believed in you enough to say, I want to make not only an investment in you, a personal investment, but a financial investment. And it's a really big deal. And congratulations to all you guys on all your successes in that realm as well. And Jason Nix, what do you got for us here, buddy?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to play, but for me, that guy was Jody Williams, and it's a risk. He took a huge risk on me, and
I'd say he did it smart.
Well, but that's what it is. You're exact. You nailed it on the head, and I couldn't be happier. So, you know what? That risk that Jody Williams took is what led to this. I wasn't going to play this, but I'm going to play this.
Play it, buddy. Play
I had this title sitting in my phone, scrolling. We're scrolling through titles, and for me, it was going to be a song about my grandfather. And I walked into a room that day with Jonathan Singleton and Miss Lainey Wilson, and we're scrolling through titles, and I ran across that one. I was like, nope. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I looked at Lainey. I was like, oh, this means something totally different if she sings it. And so anyway, I was glad that with her is where it landed. This is Things Men Ought to Know.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I can hook a trailer on a 2-inch hitch. I can shoot a shotgun, I can catch a fish. And I can change a tire on the side of the road. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's love, and how to stay when it's tough. How to know you're messing up a good thing, and how to fix it before it's too late. Yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. But if you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Now I know a few things man ought to know. Yeah, if I can't have it, trust me, I can do without. Yeah, I can hang a picture same as I can take it down. Oh, and how to keep it hidden when a heart gets broke. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's low, and how to stay when it's tough. How to know you're messing up a good thing, and how to fix it before it's too late. Yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. But if you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Now I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's low, how to stay when it's tough, how to chase forever down a driveway, how to never let it get there in the first place. Yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. But if you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Now I know a few things a man ought to know. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know.
Yeah, man.
Cut back on the whiskey. Thank you.
I guarantee that a few of y'all out there have heard that one because Lainey is tearing it up right now.
She sure is, man. I couldn't be more proud of that woman. I mean, that lady
She's the best.
works harder than most everybody I've ever met in my life.
That's a fact, man.
She
And
deserves it.
That whole crew there, they all like live and work together and everything with her and Ashlyn Craft and
Yep, Casey Tyndall.
Casey Tyndall and all of them, man. Gentleman Masters always hang
God,
out.
I love
with them.
Gentleman
They've all
Master,
been
too.
here on Southern Rounds too, man. And we are just as proud as we can be of them. The women in this town are just doing things that are just incredible.
They're changing country music.
Super proud.
Fixing it.
I heard that. bud.
Yep.
They're fixing
Jason,
it.
this is neither here nor there, man, but has anybody ever told you that you sound kind of like Hal Ketchum? You've got like a Hal Ketchum thing to me. I heard it.
They haven't, but I'll take it.
Man,
I get that. I get that. Yeah.
I heard a little bit of Sure Love in there when you were singing. For
Oh,
whatever
come on
reason,
now.
I just felt like I'd throw that.
All
out there. I
right.
mean, that is a huge compliment. So,
No, well, it was taken as one, so I appreciate the smell out of that.
well, that's great, buddy, man. Hey, just so you guys know, we've got folks tuning in from Virginia Beach, our friend the Outhouse out there, from Alabama, New York City,
Hey.
What's up,
Ohio,
guys?
Nashville,
How's it going, y'all?
Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Maine, all
Hello.
over the place tuning in here tonight. So we appreciate all you guys. There's some folks throwing some dollars in the tip jar. We always appreciate
We
that.
appreciate it. Tell them to send some of that weather from Maine.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, we're right here in the pits of hell down here in Nashville right now.
Rugged.
I was
It's
out running
warmer
today, and I got home and looked at the thing. It said the heat index was like 108, and I said, man, I don't be any more of that this week.
No, sir.
No more.
Brutal.
You won't catch me running anyway, but especially in this weather.
There's a dog chasing me. You know, I had to do what I had to do. But yeah, man,
Dinner's
we
ready.
appreciate you guys tuning in. We do this for y'all, and so we so appreciate our regulars and anybody new out there who's tuning in tonight. Thank you guys so much. We do this every other week, and we're looking forward to being out on the road and actually bringing this in person to you before long as well. And we're gonna move right along back up to the top here, Mr.
All
Dial.
right.
What do you have? What do you got?
Let's do it.
I almost said it. I was almost gonna say, what do you have dialed in for us? But
I've never heard that before.
I hesitated on that.
Well, we have a full EP project, about 6 songs that are cut, and we've been waiting for the right time to put those out. This is one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and for those of y'all, most of y'all who don't know me, this one does a pretty good job at explaining my weird tendencies. It's called Left to Center.
Ripped up jeans and faded Chuck Taylor. Head full of dreams and mouth like a sailor. Quit the high school team, they called me a failure, but I was finding my way. Straight out of that town onto something bigger. Guitar case all covered in stickers. Found a little pink house for the band, and we figure we're gonna make it someday. Well, maybe I don't hang out with the in crowd. You never heard of the songs I play loud. I tell jokes with off-colored punchlines. My smoke might get you a little too high. They said it would hold me back, but it's brought me the farthest. You can call me left to center. The last time I checked, that's right where the heart is. I follow my own beat, don't care if it's different. Keep doing my thing, try to be what's missing in a town that'll make you wanna feel like quitting when you don't sound like the same old same. Maybe I don't hang out with the in crowd. You never heard of the songs I play loud. Tell jokes with off-colored punchlines. My smoke might get you a little too high. They said it would hold me back, but it's brought me the farthest. You can call me left to center. The last time I checked, it's right where the heart is. That's right where my heart is. Maybe I don't hang out with the in crowd. You never heard of the songs I play loud. I tell jokes with off-colored punchlines. My smoke might get you a little too high. They said it would hold me back, but it's brought me the farthest. You can call me left to center. The last time I checked, yeah, you can call me left to center. The last time I checked, that's right where my heart is.
Mr. Tyler Dial, y'all, man.
I love hearing a song where the hook has been laying there forever and ever and ever.
Thank you, sir.
Just right where the heart is. I mean, come on.
Why didn't I write that?
I wrote that with Adam James and Andy Skibb. I can't take all the credit.
No, just take the credit. We don't care. They're not here.
That's right. They're not here right now. They won't know the difference. We won't tell anybody. No, that's great, man.
Thank you.
You guys are making me jealous, man. I miss just being around, getting up to pick songs with folks, man. I'm hoping.
Dude, you're
one
one of the best, man.
Oh shoot, I don't know about that. Y'all play those. See, every time I play the guitar, I play all 6 strings at once, and y'all start playing them one at a time, and it confuses me a whole lot.
I can't get to about 2 at one time.
That's all you need,
Oh,
really.
That's a lie, man.
Yeah.
Phillip Lammonds is a mandolin playing son of a gun on top of everything else, man.
You play mandolin too?
Yeah, that's my thing, man.
That is his thing.
Golly, I love mandolin.
I'm not any good at it, but I like to tell people.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That's false.
I'm trying
That's
to think
false.
what I want to play.
I'm trying to think of what I want you to play.
You know, I got one that I think probably ought to be played.
It's actually the one. That's the exact one I was thinking of. To tell you the truth.
Okay. You got it picked out? All right. Well, sing along if you don't want.
Totally. Forget that whole internet latency thing. I'll just be a couple steps behind. It'll be all right. But y'all
Playing in
Phillip
an open
Lammonds,
tuning
don't
right
get
now?
One of the
I'm not now. I was, but the last.
That was great.
Last one.
let's say one of the best friends this song ever had right here, Mr. Phillip.
Y'all too kind. So this is Kellie Pickler. I've known her, but I didn't really know her well when this happened. But her husband, who's one of my dearest friends, Kyle Jacobs, and a great songwriter. Kellie had decided she wanted to write a song about her great grandmother, Kellie's really in touch with all her. She knows all the history in her lineage, and she's just, she's more so that, I'd like to be as aware of who came before me, but she's talking about her great grandmother, and she said, "I want to write a song." I said, "Please don't make me write a great grandmother song." And she said, "Well, we're going to do this thing. We'll try it." And I think she'd tried it a couple times before. She had all this laundry list of things we had to say, But she started telling me, she had like one tooth and carried a pistol in her apron and shot the neighbor's dog and stuff like that. I said, "Well, hell, this is good country stuff. We can just lock in and go, She said, "But the apple don't fall far from the tree. Fall far from the tree." That's what she said. She said, my grandmother, Selma Dry, was by the way, her name. She said all the time. I said, "You're not going to make me put that in the song, are you?" She said, "Oh, yeah, it's going in here." So we had to wedge it in there, and we did. But it ends up being probably one of my favorite things I've ever written. Billy Montana came in like we were like we had gotten through it on a trip, and then we ended up at a retreat, and Billy jumped in on the last verse.
Man, if there's ever got to jump in, though, I'd be okay with Billy jumping in.
Anytime Billy can come to anything. It'd be calligraphy when he leaves. But anyhow, it's called Selma Drive. My great-grandmama's name was Selma Drive. Everybody tells me I got her hazel eyes. She turns Carolina blue and I cry. That's all right with me. Dries do. She had a 38 special and 2-row snuff. In the pocket of her apron case, something came up. Yeah, she grew up ragged and grew up rough, the way she had to be. Now I know Selma, she'd be proud of me, 'cause I'm the only apple on the tree that didn't hit the ground and stick down in the mud. Now she's up in heaven, raising hell, and if I can stand up for myself, it's 'cause her gunpowder's running through my blood. When I die, put me in the ground beside Selma Drive. Yeah, all the folks around town said she was mean. They never knew the woman that I'd seen. No, she never ever touched a washing machine. She'd hang it all on the line. She kept her peaches and her money in a canning jar. Never owned a TV or drove a car. Yeah, all that stuff, it don't make you what you are. She'd say that all the time. I know Selma, she'd be proud of me, 'cause I'm the only apple on the tree that didn't hit the ground and stick down in the mud. She's up in heaven, raising hell, and if I can stand up for myself, it's 'cause her gunpowder running through my blood. When I die, put me in the ground beside Selma Drive. Selma Drive. I can hear words of wisdom still playing in her head. There are old beat up Bibles on the nightstand by my bed. And I know Selma, she'd be proud of me, 'cause I'm the only apple on the tree that didn't hit the ground and stick down in the mud. Now she's up in heaven, raising hell, and if I could stand up for myself, it's 'cause her gunpowder's running through my blood. When I die, put me in the ground beside. Yeah, when I die, put me in the ground beside Selma Drive. Selma Drive. Great grandmama Selma
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's true. That's the thing about it. It's very true.
I love that, man. Somebody brings something true to you, and you're just like,
Oh, it's like a gift from heaven. It's like the thing you just wait for forever. And,
Yeah.
And Kellie's really good at putting it together too. So and it didn't hurt to hear her sing it. It's out on her last record. So
that's great, man. Yeah, I love it when folks walk in the room. They've got a whole story there, and you're like, shit. All we got to do is make it rhyme. Now we can do that.
that's right.
Surely.
Sling it to the wall.
Surely. No, I love that.
Particularly when it's all absolutely definably true.
Makes it a little easier for sure.
Totally, 100%. That sounds like one to roll the windows down to for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty strong, man. It was fun to go. She called me in when they were cutting it, and it was just fun to watch. It was great.
That's great, man. Yeah. Good driving song. Speaking of which, I understand Jason Nick's like a good song to drive to. Is that right?
Man, yeah. I mean, I love to drive, so it helps. But yeah, that was kind of my litmus test for really everything I like to put out. Most of it, anyway. If it's something I can drive to and feel good, that felt great.
Thank you, man.
Buddy,
But yes,
Bruce Springsteen's wrote like 7 albums just about leaving town. So I mean, it's
there you go. There you
all
go.
for it.
If that ain't a reason to drive, I don't know.
I love
what it
every
is.
single one of them.
That's a great reason to drive.
I think so.
You're going to leave town.
So it beats the hell out of
Anything
riding in
else,
a covered wagon.
Right,
There you
that's
go.
true.
You died from dysentery.
Well, I don't know if you're going to play a driving song or not, but I am anxious to hear what we are going to play here.
You got a dysentery song.
Yeah, well, here's a song about dysentery.
He's got one.
I had a hell of a
You
job
did bring
rhyming
it
the
up.
thing.
You did bring it up.
I will play something off the project that's coming out.
We all went through our dysentery rhymes when you said that. Yeah,
Missionary.
it's exactly first. That's the first one.
It all goes downhill from there. Let's be honest.
Sister Harry.
I wrote this with Driver Williams. It's called Marijuana. He's the only one who agreed to write it with me. So, but he beat the hell out of it. It's fun if I can remember it. Hang on.
Been there.
Mary, Mary, looky there, she's hotter than a midnight Marlboro cherry. Mary don't need a double dog dare me to take her for a ride. She lights up the down here dark with her smoking little hot rod heart. And it ain't gonna take her long to get what she wants. Mary wanna get me high. Mary wanna free my mind. Mary wanna fog them windows up after that sun goes down. Mary wanna dance all night. Mary wanna hold me tight. Mary gonna do whatever Mary gonna, and I wanna do whatever Mary wanna. Mary knows she don't care where we wind up getting loose. Parked behind the Church of Christ or chasing down the moon. She knows what she wants to do. Mary wanna get me high. Mary wanna free my mind. Mary wanna fog them windows up after that sun goes down. Mary wanna dance all night. Mary wanna hold me tight. Mary gonna do whatever Mary gonna, and I wanna do whatever Mary wanna. Yeah. It never takes Mary very long to get to getting whatever she wants. Mary wanna get me high. Miss Mary wanna free my mind. Mary wanna fog them windows up after that sun goes down. Mary wanna dance all night. Hey there, Mary wanna hold me tight. Mary gonna do whatever Mary gonna, and I wanna do whatever Mary wanna. Yeah, whatever Mary wanna. rough landing, but that's
Get a little
fun
funky
for
there
me.
with us. I like it.
Oh my god.
Get a little funky there with us, brother. I enjoy it.
That's happening, man.
Thank you.
Whatever marijuana. I heard
Whatever
that.
you want to do.
I heard that. So, you told me before we got on the air, you're going to be out on the road a little bit here coming up too. Where can folks check you out?
Man, that's a great question. I don't know the dates right off the top of my head. I know we're doing a good bit in September with Whiskey Myers and Muscadine Bloodline, and I love those guys, and I really appreciate them letting me come out. And so we started last month, and I'll be doing that with them. So y'all check out the dates and see if you can find me, because I can't remember what they are.
There you go.
Good luck.
Mix out with Whiskey Myers and Muscadine Bloodline. Tell Cody and Whiskey Myers they need to play Kentucky Gold. I need to buy a gumball for my daughter somewhere. So
Okay.
appreciate it.
Done.
Oh, Tyler Dial, we got to have a conversation here, buddy. I've been thinking about this all evening.
All right.
So I went to the real UT, a little bit about
Uh-oh.
200 miles east of here.
Big Orange.
We won't the real Big Orange.
I've been in a few of these discussions.
And I played music out there at the bar gigs, the cover band gigs, and all that. I always like to ask, what's the number one request you got from those cover bar gigs
Oh man.
in Austin, Texas? I want to see if it lines up with East Tennessee.
Oh gosh.
What was the
The
number
classic
one?
besides the classic Freebird, of course. We got a lot of like Robert Earl Keen,
Oh, there you go.
and
Road
a lot
Goes
of
On Forever
Willie and
type
stuff.
thing, huh?
Yeah, we actually when we would play Road Goes On Forever at our shows, and we would make up our own verses for the occasion. So we would do like crawfish and stuff, and people ate that up. And I would also do like a musical chairs thing where every band member got a verse of that song, because it's just pretty much all verses. So
Oh yeah,
we would do that, and people would love that. So
there you go. I used to play a little bar. Not to take up your time.
yeah, no, go for
Phillip
it.
mentioned Cookeville, Tennessee. I played 5 years every Tuesday night in Cookeville, 10 to 2, at a little bar out there called Spanky's. And I used to
We played at Peckerheads.
There you go.
Spanky's and
play,
Peckerheads.
There's a weird dichotomy that just happened.
I used to play at a bar called
Spanky's
Whiskey
and
Dicks.
Peckerheads.
So
I played in a
lot
band once
going on
called
in that.
Whiskey Richards. No kidding.
That's funny.
That's a good name for a band.
But no, I would do the first
Spanky
hour that I would play.
Peckerheads.
There wouldn't be a whole lot of folks in there, and I'd do what I called Texas Country Fun Time, and I'd play Robert Earl Keen and Steve Earle and Towns Van Zandt. Guy called-
Turnpike Troubadours was a classic.
Yeah, just play all that stuff. It was in East Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee. It was definitely Wagon Wheel. That's all we ever heard was play Wagon.
Oh, gosh.
Play Wagon. That's
Well,
the way
I
it
can
goes.
play that. I'm just kidding.
No man, please don't.
Well, we
It's
got a
little
lot of
bit
George
calm.
Strait.
We love it, but that's
We got a lot of George Strait requests too, and I was actually writing with my buddy Adam James last week, and one of my favorite things to do is write half a song and then pivot and try and write something else. I think that the second
that
song is
guy.
always you have your blood going, your juices flowing, and I think the seconds, if you can manage to pivot and write something new, it'll come out in an hour most of the time. So this is what happened to us last week. I'm gonna try a new song out on you guys. So.
I was getting ready to request a Tyler Dial song, so that's good.
Perfect. Well, I don't write a lot of love songs, and when I do, I don't play them very often. So I'm going to try one out.
I
for
write
you
the
guys.
hell out of them. I love them.
Perfect. Maybe we should write sometime.
We could.
This one's called Already There. We'll see if I can remember the words. I know the summer breeze just started blowing. I know this thing we got just started rolling. We both agreed that we take it slow and see where it goes. But I know I'm already there. I'm already gone. Already ready to call you the one. I know it's supposed to take a while to get to a place where I say that I need you, but baby, I swear I'm already there. I don't usually wear my heart on my sleeve. I keep the way I feel a mystery. And you're falling all the ways where you wanna be, where
sneak out away from me, 'cause I'm already there, I'm already gone, already ready to call you the one. I know it's supposed to take a while to get to a place where I say that I need you, and baby, I swear I'm already there. Already there, I'm already gone, already ready to call you the one. I know it's supposed to take a while to get to a place where I say that I need you, baby, I swear I'm already there. I'm already there.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, man.
How'd it go after that?
Love songs.
I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. I used to write all sad songs all the time, and then I got married, and life ended up being pretty good. And then
That's
now I'm
great.
kind of like, why can't I write a sad song no more?
Crazy how that happens.
Oh, it'll come back, man.
Oh,
I
man.
write those wrist slitters. I may have one of those. I mean, here's the thing. I'm coming off of this Tyler thing, and man, you really killing this. And
Oh, thanks, man.
I just got to go opposite. And I feel like that story of already there. That's that new thing. Oh, this is kind of what happens when it gets a little later on. And
Just gonna be like been there before or something like that.
well, I mean, it needs to be in tune. I think I got it. Just listen to it and see how it goes.
I'm into it.
Let me find my notes. I think I'm always wrong, she's always right. We're just like day and night. Opposites attract, I guess. She's always better than my best. Nothing around here's ever really her fault. She can't turn away stray cats or dogs. She steals the covers, burns the toast. That's some of the things I miss the most. But now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't that hard for me to see that all I saw was what she wasn't instead of what she was to me. I can't recall a single day she hadn't tried to put me in my place over something I did or didn't do, or just holding back those I love years. But now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't hard for me to see all I saw was what she wasn't instead of what she was to me. I tried to tell myself I'm probably better off. Yeah, but ever since she left, ever since she left, I'm just lost. Now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't hard for me to see that all I saw was what she was instead of what she was to me. Yeah, all I saw was what she was instead of what she was to me.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful, man. That's
Thank you.
beautiful. I love that to death. I love that to death. That's wonderful. I don't know if I don't know if either of you other guys are married or not.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I learned, I will have been married 9 years this October.
Well, that ain't bad either.
Well, ain't too bad. Not a bad run there.
No, sir.
And, you know, it's just getting good now.
That's right.
And one of the things I've learned, my wife is wonderful. She's best, and she puts up with my shit, and that's saying a whole lot.
That is a lot.
That's a whole lot. That's a lot for anybody. And then
Get a round of applause for her.
She got two little me's running around too. I mean, it's a big thing around.
And their shit.
Exactly.
Turns out. Yeah.
But one of the things I learned and that we learned in our relationship is we kind of, you have your ups and downs and all that kind of stuff. But in our relationship, she can't ever be wrong, and I always have to be right.
Yeah.
And the second that we figured out that was not the same thing at all, things totally changed for us. So any guys out there?
I'm like I said, 34 years. This November will be 35.
Yeah.
And we started early, and we made a rule: don't fall out of love at the same time.
There you go.
Man, yeah. Come on.
Heard that.
Just never do that.
I heard that, man. But yeah,
I can't remember how the song goes. I didn't.
marriage is a wonderful thing. Jason Nix,
Man, I feel obligated here.
you play whatever you want to play, buddy. You
No,
play.
well, you it's in love, out of love. I'm gonna do something in the middle.
There you go.
I had too much time, by myself at the house, and
Drunk love.
yeah, and wrote this the other day. Yeah, I wrote this the other day, so I might not remember the words. So here we go. We're just gonna level the
Rock
playing
it,
field
baby.
here.
This is good.
Well, words to a song we forget how to rhyme. Busted and beautiful at the same time. We threw out the indent, rewrote the lines, and still didn't have any luck. We tried to get help, but both felt like a fraud. 'Cause it's too hard to fix when it's nobody's fault. Now it's dead and don't cry, so I laugh at it all. 'Cause I thought my 20s were tough, but we stick it out to the end of us ends, and the can't live without you shows back up again. Don't know what it is, it ain't what it was, but what we might be again makes it enough. We're both hoping an ember still glows, just bright enough to catch wind if it blows. And even if it has to come from a storm, I'd die before leaving, just keeping you warm. Yeah, I'd die before leaving, just keeping you warm. Stick it out to the end of us ends, and we can't live without you shows back up again. Don't know what it is, it ain't what it was, but
it enough. Maybe it's something we both fell into, or maybe it's something we forgot to do, but maybe it's something that we get to choose, and maybe that choice is enough. Hell, maybe we don't know a thing about love, but we stick it out to the end of us ends, and the can't live without you shows back up again. Don't know what it is, it ain't what it was. What we could be again makes it enough. Yeah, what we could be again makes it enough. What we might be again makes it enough.
Yeah, man.
Somewhere in the middle, if I can remember the words. Nobody's ever heard that one before.
Isn't that fun though, man? It's fun cracking that egg.
That's a Southern Rounds exclusive right there, is what I like to call that. You can only hear that kind of stuff right here on Southern Rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate all y'all tuning in. We're going to do one more round, and for this round, I'm just going to get out of the way and let the guys do it because we've got a time for them to play their songs and to not listen to me yet. But before I do that, in 2 weeks from now, we do have Farron Rachel's and Jenna LeMaster coming in and going to be playing with us. So we're super excited about that. They're extremely talented ladies.
I'll be watching that one.
I know all these guys will echo that sentiment. So we're really excited to have them coming in a couple weeks. So I hope you guys will come back and visit with us again. But for now, I'm going to turn it back over to the guys and let Mr. Tyler Dial start us off on the last round here.
I think I'm going to give you guys another exclusive and try one I've never played live before. It's going to be a little sloppy, but I'm going to try it. I was
Breaking news right here. We love it.
Gosh. I was writing with Drew Kennedy and Steve Solomon in Austin, a little writing trip in Austin, trying to channel my where I cut my teeth. And we wrote this song called Taking It Home about the part of the night where they turn the lights on at the bar and one of your buddies is like, well, let's all go back and continue this party at my place. So it's called Taking It Home.
There you go.
Don't say I didn't warn you, but in 15 minutes this bar's gonna turn on the lights. They're gonna chase us out like a bunch of stray dogs. Don't matter how much we spend on liquor tonight, but that don't mean that the buzz you've been working on's gonna give up and quit humming. I got a buddy with a barn and a cooler full of beer, and he already knows that we're coming. Closing time's just a state of mind. We got more trouble to find before the sun shines. So now you know where the party's gonna roll, 'cause if you can't stay here, we're taking it home. We got a stack of Jerry Jeff records, Bob Marley, Def Leppard, anything you need to get you back in the groove. Some mason jar, moonshine, green smoke, red wine. Careful how you mix them, brother, that's on you. And if you wanna slow it down when your honey comes around, we got the perfect patch of grass down by the creek, where fireflies in the sky lighting up a summer night that'll put you back on a winning streak. Taking it on, closing time's just a state of mind. We got more trouble to find before the sun shines. So now you know where the party's gonna roll, 'cause if we can't stay here, we're taking it home. Come on, let's go. We'll be there waiting for you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Closing time's just a state of mind. We got more trouble to find before the sun shines. So now you know where the party's gonna roll. 'Cause if we can't stay here, we're taking it home.
All right.
Man, yeah.
That's high.
I mean, the man rhymed Jerry Jeff Records with Def Leppard.
Yes, we did.
I know. That's up there with this. What was it?
That's the thing that
Dysentery.
happened in real life. I think.
Still ain't got dysentery down.
Secondary.
Oh man, we appreciate you, Tyler Dial. Where can
Yeah,
we
thanks
see
for having
you?
me, guys.
Where can we check you out, man?
Instagram at Tyler Dial, one word. Yeah, it's Spotify. I'm on there too, so check
Play
it out.
all of his stuff so that he has to play all new stuff when he comes back in. Mr. Phillip Lammonds,
Thank you for having me, buddy.
man, thank you so much for being here. I'm a huge fan, and I love hearing
Damn, I
you play.
appreciate that. I'm a big fan of yours, Jack.
Man, it
Yeah, we
sounds
need to
like
come. We
be
need to.
together.
You're damn across the street from me. I can see your damn window over there.
buddy. I'm right here.
Yeah, I think you. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell anybody where you're hanging out.
In the bunker.
Chris
Doors always
Gelbuta.
open
Y'all
for
know
you,
Chris
buddy.
Gelbuta.
Yes,
Love
sir.
him, paid him. Love him.
I love him, love him, love him, love him. I'll sneak up on him one day, though.
I don't know where he's at right now, but he's talking.
I guarantee you he's talking. Sucking the air out of the room. Thank y'all again. He and I wrote this. Lee Brice made it better. There's plenty about me that I don't like. Most mistakes I've made them twice. Sometimes I don't live out the words I say. I just can't stay out of my own way. But my good intentions overflow from way down deep inside my bones. Though my head's been known to give me hell, this heart of mine is something else. But the best part of me is you. Yeah, it's you. The best part of me is you. Yeah, I've got my old man's baby blues, his daddy's taste for whiskey too, my brother's love for rock and roll, and mama's southern gospel soul. But the best part of me is you. Yeah, it's you. The best part of me is you. All right. Till something takes over me every moment you hold my hand. Your heart's beating time as the stars all align, and I understand. But the best part of me, the best part of me, the best part of me is you. The best part of me is you. The best part of me is you. The best part of me is you.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you, man.
That's Phillip Lammonds, y'all. Man, once again, such a big fan. Thank you so much for being
I'm a
here.
big
brother.
one of yours, pal. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Hope to see you real soon, man. Jason Nix, I would love for you to take us home.
All right. Well, I'll do something that people can actually listen to and find on, whatever. You said Drunk Love earlier, and here we go.
Here we go.
I've been crazy on tequila, and I've been gone on bourbon too. Drunk as I've ever been's got nothing on how drunk I get off you. I know it's been a long time, baby, since you said goodbye, and I might regret saying this, but I wanna get a little drunk tonight, get a little too far gone, baby, just one more time. I wanna tie you on, fall asleep on my shoulder, leave me in the morning light, hurt me like a bad hangover. I don't care, baby, I wanna get a little drunk tonight. Now one with you is one too many, and always never enough. It is what it is. We can't call it quits, but we can't call it love. No, it'll never be like it was. But can we get a little drunk tonight? Get a little too far gone, baby, just one more time. I wanna tie you on, fall asleep on my shoulder, leave me in the morning light, hurt me like a bad hangover. I don't care, baby, I wanna get a little drunk tonight and get down to the bottom of feelings we keep bottled up and get lost in the good stuff. Can we get a little drunk tonight? Yeah. Get a little drunk tonight. Can we get a little drunk tonight? Get a little too far gone, baby, just one more time. Won't you come tie me on, fall asleep on my shoulder, leave me in the morning light, hurt me like a bad hangover. I don't care, baby, I wanna get a little drunk tonight. Yeah, yes I do. Wanna get a little drunk tonight.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank
y'all.
everybody who tuned in tonight
Thanks
with
for
us, and
listening.
especially you guys who tune in every week, man. We sure do appreciate you guys here supporting what we're doing on Southern Rounds. Thank you to Preetham. Thank you to Nina. Thank you to Richard and Wyatt and everybody else behind the scenes. And for Tyler Dial, Phillip Lammonds, and Jason Nix, my name is
Dave Kennedy.
We'll see you
Enjoyed
guys in
hanging
a
out with
couple
you
weeks.
guys.
Again, Gentle Master and Fair and Rachel is coming here in a couple weeks, so make sure you don't miss on it. Make sure you don't miss out on that.
Gotta hear it.
Make sure you're here one way or the other, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Ciao.